Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. In this video, we will have our discussion on the chart of a person who is not only right now trending in India for so many reasons, who is one of the wealthiest person of the world. But over and above that, guys, when it comes down to understanding the power of the planets in giving you humongous success in your life path, so for all of the astrology enthusiasts, studying and monitoring his chart could be a very good learning material for all of you. So yes guys, before we will start our discussion, couple of things which I want to say. I'm very much sure that this video will get published close to the time of Mahashivratri. So a very heartiest blessings and wishes of Mahashivratri to all of my audience. May the blessings and grace of Lord Shiva always be with you, with your family, with your loved ones. Second point is that, guys, I have been saying this thing that my sister has started organizing pujas as well. So if you have any of the yoga in your chart, this could be Sadesati, ongoing Saturn Dasha, Kalsap yoga, and you want to get that dosha pacified through any of the prescribed Vedic puja or ritual. So you can actually contact her on the email ID which you are seeing in your screen. Second point is that, guys, after that, a lot of you, because the kind of response I get through comments, through the emails which I receive, are somehow working in the mainstream media as well. So if in any capacity my skill set can be provided to any of the mythology content or any of the spiritual content which is getting created in any of the mainstream platform, so putting a word for me is something which I will request, and I will be very grateful for that as well. And lastly, guys, because over here we will be having our discussion on the life of a person who has a lot many times being accused for nexus with the political parties as well. So just like that, I will be focusing more on the astrology alignments, but just to give a background or a introduction of this person to all of those people who are like living abroad or who are westerners who do not have much idea about this person. So I will be giving short introduction as well. So if you actually want to contradict me or supplement me with your knowledge, so please do that on astrology. On politics, that is not what my forte is. So these are the few things which I wanted to mention. So okay guys, just a brief overview about this person. So by the second week of January 2023, as per the report of Bloomberg and Forbes, this person was the richest person in India and third richest person of the world. But afterwards, as you know, that on January 17th, Saturn transited to the Aquarius sign. And just in a couple of days, on January 24th, this independent financial regularities auditing firm, Hindenburg Research, they released this report accusing him of stock manipulation and debt companies and sort of increasing demand through shell companies. So they actually titled it with the way this person is running the con and manipulating millions of people. So after that opposition actually cornered the ruling Indian party in the parliament. But also, guys, yesterday only this US based investor and philanthropist, his name is George Soros. So he also accused Indian Prime Minister, and because of connection of Indian Prime Minister with this person, so he also said couple of things which also created lot of stir, lot of controversy within the Indian political environment as well. So because of which, guys, yes, this was the basic background of this person. When we talk about the assets or wealth of this person, so definitely you talk about any industry, any sector, whether this could be ports, this could be railway, this could be defense, this could be energy, coal. He has got his interest, he has got his businesses in all of these sectors. Now guys, talking a little bit about his life, the good part about him is that he is a self-made person. Like he is born in a very typical Indian middle class family. His father was a textile merchant. He has 7 other siblings within his family as well. But the distinctive part about this person was that because a lot many people who accuse him of taking the favors from the politicians, so and specifically they connect him with the currently ruling Indian Prime Minister. So like Indian Prime Ministers like prominence to the Indian politics came around close to 2001, but before that only he was already established in so many industries, in so many sectors. So yes guys, just close to the age of 16, he came to Maharashtra, one of the province in India, with just 100 rupee note in his hand, and he first ventured out at such a young age, working as a broker for all the diamond merchants. This was just a beginning, and after that he never looked back. So what could be the stars that which actually supported him in his life journey? Not only that, how the Dasha is playing its role right now in his life. How can we see the timeline of the success, of the achievement of this person as per the running Dashas as well? That is something which we will also try to understand, because guys, whatsoever happens in our life, the natal planetary alignments, our Dasha and the transiting planets work in tandem with each other, which can be very fairly and clearly seen in his life, in his planetary alignments as well. Now guys, when we talk about the accuracy of the birth details, so not only the detail which is available right now on the Google, but also because he is right now trending a lot, so lot many people have been making videos on his life, but I actually relied more on the content which is streaming from the people who are very knowledgeable, trustable, and who also belong to the same province from where this person comes from. So because of that only, I am very much sure that the birth details, more than the date of birth, is the time of birth with which we will be working, the lagna with which we will be working, seems to be falling in sync with the life path of this politician, of this businessman, I mean to say. So okay guys, let's just start our discussion. So like Gautam Adani, the person in consideration, see here I will be talking a lot about the Venus, and right at the time when I have to start talking about him, it's 6 PM right now, so a number of Venus. So yes guys, his date of birth, so he's born on the June 24th 1962. So I always give attention to the to start with the date of birth. So guys, although 2 plus 4 will give the number as 6, a number of Venus, but moreover a lot many numerologists see this number 24 as the luckiest number out of all the numbers, out of all the 2-digit numbers, I would say. So now definitely, because 2 is connected with in terms of numerology, 2 is connected with moon, 4 is connected with Rahu, 2 plus 4 is 6, which is connected with Venus, and definitely you will see the prominence of these 3 planets as well in his chart. So yes guys, June 24th 1962, birthplace is Ahmedabad, and time of birth is 5:15 AM. So these are the details on which we will be studying his life. And also guys, because you have to make a sum total of the complete date of birth to land at the life path number, so which will give you, or which will come out as the number 3. So yes guys, 3 is a number which is connected with the Jupiter. So life path number, if somehow is connected with your ascendant or with your moon nakshatra, that also plays a very significant role. So guys, now looking at his chart, so as you can see, basis these details, we will get the lagna as the Taurus. Now definitely guys, here we are talking about wealth. So I was very much sure even before I looked at his chart that Venus might be playing a very significant role. Now guys, try to see the sync over here. Not only his date of birth number is a number of Venus, but his lagna is also of Venus. And guys, over here in his chart, prima facie, looking at the chart, I can fairly see all of his happenings of the life, all of the achievement of his life, very beautifully getting explained through these planetary placements as well. Now guys, as you can see that any sort of discussion first start with the looking at the planetary presence on the Lagna. So he has got Mercury placed in the first house. That tells about the business acumen which comes very naturally to someone. Second thing is that ascendant lord is Venus, which is a conjunct with Rahu in the third house. That in itself tells about that whensoever opportunities will come or whenever this person will rise, the rise is going to be very steep, but it will also be equally connected with the controversy as well. Now guys, because he has Sun placed in the second house, so government will definitely play a very pivotal role in his income. Second thing is that his Mars is very strongly placed in the 12th house. So that also tells about, yes, there are very powerful people who support him from behind the screen. Now guys, if you will look at the most beautiful aspect of his chart, that is looking at his 10th house, because his moon sign is Aquarius. I mentioned this thing that the last nail on the coffin of this controversy was this Hindenburg research which came out on January 24th. So that means that when Saturn, just couple of days back only, Saturn has entered the Aquarius, and right after that, right in next couple of days, this controversy took place. Second thing is that guys, because Aquarius and Aquarians are generally considered as the true philanthropic and humanitarian people. So these are some of the charities and things which he generally do as well. All of the businesses operated by him are also equally known for supporting and doing a lot of the philanthropic work as well. Not only that guys, because his moon is sitting in the Purvabhadrapada nakshatra, a nakshatra which is being ruled by the planet Jupiter, and the nakshatra lord of the moon is conjunct with it. Second thing is that guys, because he has got Purvabhadrapada nakshatra, so that means his first dasha started with the planet Jupiter. So guys, there is one more thing to pay attention over here, is that because if moon is somehow connected with the first dasha lord, so that also tells about your childhood experiences as well. So because his moon is so well guarded by the most benefic planet, and Jupiter was operating in the first dasha cycle as well as per the Parashari system, so that also tells about that because the province where he comes from, like you would not believe, this is something, one peculiar thing which I have experienced from the province of Gujarat in India, that first of all, their lifestyle, their living standard is very humble, very grounded, very simplistic, and over and above that, it hardly matters how rich and wealthy you are or your family is. There is a lot of emphasis which goes on the financial independence. I have come across lot many like people or like cases where the parents are rich diamond merchants, or they have got very successful business, and the kids right from a very young age, they start involving in the family business affairs, so managing their studies, and after that, even if they have to work as a salesman to understand the business on a ground level, on a grassroots level. So this is the kind of culture which you will find in the people who generally come from the province from which this person belongs. So that also tells about finding your life purpose right from a very young age and a very good upbringing with right set of values and virtues. Second thing is that guys, whenever I use this term karmic, so people always take the negative side of it. See guys, karmic does not mean that karmic curses or obstacles. A lot many times what happens is that in your life path, like they mature soul with lot many gifts to enjoy in this lifetime, where in your life journey things will keep on falling in place. This could be guardian angels, this could be help from unknown sources which will keep on coming in your life. Some sort of talents which cannot be explained will get manifested in your life. So that is also one of the side of a karmic life journey as well. So in his case, if you will see that Rahu Ketu axis, we have to give attention to. So ascendant lord is conjunct with Rahu in the third house, and if you will see, Saturn is very strong in the ninth house and it is conjunct with Ketu as well. So somehow the business in which he is operating, some sort of this could be, we can say, the blessings of the ancestors, blessings of the Kul Devata, or this could be said as that some sort of expertise or authority power regarding which the soul has been operating from the past lifetimes as well. So yes guys, looking at this chart, you can fairly understand the whole life of the person. Mercury's placement in the first house, Sun's placement in the second house of income, Mars being so strong in the 12th house. So all of that can be understood over here. And guys, the good part about the Taurusian and the Venusian people is that you will find these people to be very calm, not creating a lot of fuss. Like they know how to win over people. Like guys, I still remember I was watching his one of his interviews where he said this thing that he was once got kidnapped, and he was released after paying the extortion money. And he said that even at that night I went to my bed and I slept in peace. And because 9th house, the house of luck, is so strong, as you can see over here, and the independent planet which represents luck, which is Jupiter, that is also influencing his moon. So there was this one attack, a terrorist attack which took place in India. It was the 26/11 attack in Mumbai. So the hotel which was the epicenter of that terrorist attack, he was in that restaurant, within that hotel, and he saw the death. He saw all these people who were in the line of the firing from the terrorist. He saw that just from the distance of 10 feet. That is something which he mentioned in many interviews. So yes guys, we can fairly see the influence coming in, not only from his like numerology numbers, but also from his Lagna chart as well. After that guys, if you will look at over here in his D9 chart, because whatsoever we see from the surface, what is the true dignity of the planets, that we get to know from the D9 chart. So guys, over here, as you can see, first of all, Mars is still in the strong dignity. Now guys, many times I see people going wrong in their assessment. See, whatsoever the role planet will actually play in your life, that we will only get to know from the Lagan chart. Now behind the screen what is happening, that can be said from the D9. So like the way I mentioned this thing, that Mars was very strong in the 12th house in his Lagan chart. That tells about strong support from behind the screen, and the same planet is again in a strong dignity conjunct with his ascendant lord in the 3rd house of the D9 chart. So connections and how to make some good connections or being very resourceful is something which we can see in his D9 chart planetary placement, specifically looking at the strength of Mars in the 3rd house. After that guys, Jupiter is again maintaining its dignity even in the D9 chart as well in the 7th house. Because guys, for all the people connected with business, 7th house plays a very pivotal role over there. So Jupiter's placement in the 7th house, its strong dignity is also validating that. And guys, after that, now one distinctive thing which I saw in his chart was that his degrees of Saturn and Ketu are strong, so strongly connected with each other that in majority of his divisional chart, you open a D10 chart, D12 chart, D7 chart, D4 chart, Saturn and Ketu are conjunct in all of those divisional charts, majority of the divisional chart. So somehow guys, this is a very strong karma. Like Saturn is the planet which is actually responsible for your professional accomplishment, authority, power. And guys, the distinctive part about, or in his case, is that his majority of the, now he is into so many businesses, he is in everywhere, but his major revenue generally somehow comes from the industries which are represented by the planet Saturn only. So yes guys, in the D9 chart, in the 10th house, Saturn, Mercury, Ketu, they are in its strong dignity. And guys, Ketu, as you know, that Ketu is a very perfectionist planet. So in whichever field you go, Ketu can actually make you perfectionist. And because it is influencing Mercury, which is a planet responsible for your intelligence, it is also influencing your Saturn. So somehow in the business decision making, you can fairly see a blessing, ancestral blessings or perfectionism helping him in his life journey. And also guys, his moon is exalted in the 9th house. Now guys, one thing which I forgot to mention over here, even if we will take into consideration the Gemini Karakas as well, in his case, his Mars is his Atma Karaka planet. sole significator planet, and moon is his Amatya Karaka planet responsible for his professional undertakings. After that, guys, a couple of things which I wanted to show over here as well. So guys, if you will see his D10 chart, a chart which is responsible for your professional journey, over here as well you can see the prominence of Venus, Libra being his rising sign in the D10 chart. So definitely guys, not only from the date of birth, looking at the personality and dignity of Venus or contribution coming in from the Venus, we can fairly see that luxury, richness, wealth to extreme was a part of written inculcated destiny in the life of this person. After that, guys, one more thing which I want to say over here, very important thing, we have already discussed the nakshatra. Now guys, if you will see the Dasha, now Dasha plays a very important role. Like when we talk about the life of the most successful people, so we only give attention to the yogas they have in their chart, and we forget to mention or to look at the more important than the yogas, that Dasha. You might have a exalted planets, very strong planets, but at the prime of your career, if you are not well supported by those planets, if you're going through the debilitated planets Dasha at the prime of your life, then how can you encash on those yogas? So guys, if you will look at his chart, so till 1971, he was born in 1962. So initial few years were his Jupiter Dasha, which definitely were responsible for very good upbringing, filled with virtues, filled with morals, values, and being very much attuned towards your purpose, towards the role which you have to play in the life, because Jupiter and Moon are placed in the 10th house. After that, guys, he started with the Saturn Dasha. So definitely Saturn Dasha lasted till 1990. So all the risk which he took in all of his professional journey, the way life supported him, or right set of people keep on coming in his life, right set of decision making, because guys, for the Taurus Lagna natives, Saturn becomes the Yogarka planet, and over and above that, his moon is also ruled by the planet Saturn. So whatsoever success happened in his life, because the industries he ventured into, like I was reading about him that at a very young age he even got the like ownership, or the he got the tender for managing one of the private port in India. It was the Mundra port, which is responsible for major of the like the business transaction which takes place within India through the sea route. So because of which, guys, Saturn was responsible for giving him that success. After that, his Mercury Dasha came. Now Mercury is definitely the planet of his second house lord, which rules the second house and the fifth house. So second house, which tells about your finances, fifth house, which tells about all of your speculative gains, the way you make use of your intellect. So guys, in his case, that planet is very well placed, sitting right over there in the first house. And guys, whatsoever planet you will find in the first house, that is somehow that they color up our personality as well. So in whichever circle you will go, in any of the high-end business circle, it actually makes your personality very easily acquainted, very easily getting familiar with people, or not finding any difficulty in entering those high-end circle of the business to make connections. Because again, guys, he did not acquire anything from his family. He is responsible for building the complete empire on his own. So guys, his Mercury Dasha lasted till 2007. After that, his Ketu Dasha came, which lasted till 2014. Ketu is sitting with the lord of the sign where it is placed, with the Saturn. So that in itself tells about that all the blessings, luck supported him. And guys, Ketu is actually represented as the hoisted flag in getting access to the terrains of which you previously did not have any experience. When it comes down to giving you success, giving you talents, or giving you titles, Ketu can actually play a very significant role over there as well. And lastly, guys, now this is how astrology can give you answers. Now the way all the allegations and all the critics, they try to correlate Gautam Adani's success with the like the start of the Narendra Modi's political career on the national Indian politics. So they connect Gautam Adani's career path specifically with the 2014. Now definitely from 2014, if you will try to understand it only from the politics and business point of view, his businesses right from the 2014, he was responsible for mergers and acquisition with more than 30 of the big businesses within India. Now guys, if you will see over here, right from the 2014, he also started his Venus Dasha as well. Venus is his ascendant lord, his date of birth lord, his strongest planet in his chart, and it is conjunct with Rahu. So that stupendous success with all the economists and political pundits and experts attached with political favors, you can also see from the astrology Dasha timeline as well. So yes guys, and moreover, like this Hindenburg research came out on January 24th. So just a couple of days back, Saturn has transited to right over his moon. That was the first indication. Now if you will go to the Antardasha as well. So right from the 11th of February of 2022, he is not only in the Venus Mahadasha but in the Rahu Antardasha as well. So one thing is for sure, his success is not gonna come to a halt, because initially lot many people were also speculating like that there has been lot many big industrialists from India as well who have been held liable for lot many tax fraud and tax evasion, who are now they are fugitive from India. They have been declared fugitive from India and they are living in abroad. So initially lot many people were speculating this thing as well, that this whole Gautam Adani bubble is going to burst. Lot many Indian insurance companies and the banks who have loaned major amount of money to this empire will also is going to get toppled over, and this is going to create a chaos. But again guys, this is what the energy and the personality of Rahu is. Rahu actually flourish on chaos. Unless and until there is no chaos, Rahu does not work with its full capabilities. So yes guys, this was just a basic overview which I wanted to showcase in this video. So I hope you found it informational. For further more updates and notification on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my Facebook page.